Hey guys, Red Dragon, Protruded Viscous, Melody Renee, Pop Trauma, Everett Scott, happy. Man, there's some cuckoo stuff going on the YouTube streets, man. I don't understand. Ugh. I'm just like, how is any of this shit acceptable? I mean, we got Kiki going off the rails again. Hey, Only Fools Live. Bonnie McMillan. Can you all hear me? Hey, Lab. Wild Irish Rose, me too. I must have slept through a lot too. I've been going to bed really early lately because I've just been in such a pissy mood. And then I had to take the dog to the groomer today. Hey, Lovable Rogue. Had to take the dog to the groomer today, this morning, while Laura was live. So then I went over and listened to a little bit of Mandy Bell. Hey, Grave Dodger, Glitter Girl. What is going on out there, man? People fucking making reports on people. Brian saying he's going to call Ben's parents, not because he gives a shit about Ben, but because that's what Brian does. What is wrong with people? Carla Marie says she's YouTube hopping. Yeah. Full moon. I don't know. Is it? Everett says, what the fuck is going on, Tracy? I hear you, man. I hear you, dude. It's like, well, I mean, the Kiki thing, I mean, come on, let's face it. Hey, 420, she's accused me of plotting a murder. Oh, I missed it, Carla. I was taking the dog to the groomer. She's accused me of plotting a murder. She's accused Laura of threatening to slice her daughter's throat. But now she's admitted to making a police report on Mandy Bell. What for? I don't know, Wild Irish Rose. Well, Only Fools Lie. You're missing out on some insanity if you haven't. Class of 2019, can't wait for the new term. I don't know, Everett. I don't know when she supposedly made the report. Hey, Red Dragon. All I know is when I listened to the recording that Mandy Bell played, it was like, I did it. So don't blame MGL. Don't blame Laura. Don't blame Oni. Well, what is she saying? Hey, Susie Q. Oh, shit. Every time I say Susie Q, Siri answers. Hey, Tawanda. I don't know what's going on, Tawanda. Like I said, it's just another one of Kiki's rants, obviously. I totally missed it. Like I said, hello, Ems. I was in bed, but if you want to hear it, you can listen to it over on Mandy Bell's. I'm not about to play it over here. I don't want to be associated with the psychobabble. But now she's admitting that she made a report on Mandy Bell. Yeah. I heard that Trisha admitted calling Ben's. Well, Remy D, you can say that a report isn't a cop call, but a report is still a report. And what the fuck makes Kiki think she has a right to do that, Remy D? What did Mandy Bell do that was so freaking bad? I mean, you don't have to like the chick, but all of this calling people's. Brian said and did a live yesterday. He's so concerned with Ben's alcoholism that he's going to start calling his parents today, and he's not going to quit until he gets action. Okay, I never did think Brian called that day at Ben's that it came up T. Phillips on the caller ID. I never did think Brian did that. But what in the hell is going on? Why do these people think they can just, I know, pearls of wisdom, Jesus, take the wheel. What is wrong with these people thinking that they can go real life like this? I mean, it's just, you just can't do this shit. Calling people's family members because, and not because you're concerned about them. And breathe, Carla Marie says. I'm just freaking amazed at what's going on around here. Hey, Ems. I mean, what if one of us picked up the phone and called Brian's family and sent them clips of the things that Brian has said and done over the years on the internet? Well, I would never do that. But why is all of this okay? It is wild on the YouTube streets, John. Why is all of this okay? I just don't understand it. I mean, what if somebody picked up the phone and called Brian's father and said, this is the way your son is behaving on YouTube? Brian talks about the disgusting things that Ben says. And don't get me wrong, Ben says some disgusting shit. I do not approve of it. I do not condone it. But what about what Brian says? That he's humping your mom while shaving her back. Do people forget about all of this? Exactly. Everyone needs to stop going real life. You're exactly right, Lab. Everybody needs to stay out of everybody's real life. And then for I forgot what I was going to say. Dag, it was a good one too. Em says she's not commenting on any cop calls. Just want to chit chat. But don't you think it's getting to be just totally insanity out here? You got Molly Golightly saying that NYC Urbanista was planning this big takedown of her meet and greet, and that John Crimes is the one that told her about it. I guess we can just get online and accuse anybody of anything at any time, and it's all okay. No, people are not cool with Ben, but get on Brian. No, 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 Remy. I'm not cool with either one of their behaviors. No, 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 no. No, Ben, I'm not going to let you get up here and say what a terrible person Trisha is. No. No. I'm saying if you can support the things that Brian does, then why do you have such a hard on for Ben? And vice versa. If you can support what Ben does, why do you have such a hard on for Brian? I mean, they're both equally disgusting, in my opinion, when they go there. They're both equally okay, in my opinion, when they're not going there. Hey, Mojo. So please don't sit here and say that I support Ben's bad behavior, because I don't, and I never have. I don't support anybody's bad behavior. But then you got Kiki over there saying she wishes Mandy would die. You would really wish someone. Hey, stop, stop. Hold on, these dogs are going nuts. Stop it. You would really wish somebody dead on the internet because you don't like what they say? I mean, my God, man, where does it stop? No idea what that noise is. There's absolutely nobody on the internet that I would wish dead. None. Talk. Stop it, you little nut. No. I got one at the groomer, one going ape shit in the backyard, and the big one in the house going ape shit. Just poor planning on my part, I guess. Yeah, some people on the internet, on YouTube, have a screw loose. That's putting it mildly. That's putting it mildly. Yes, Brian did put your parents' picture and phone number up. He sure did. I see so much doxing going on right now. It's like, wow, man. People running around with, yes, you do have to love the fur babies. People running around with troll accounts called Kex Future, and it's a stripper on a pole. It's like, wow. Ben, I don't know. That's going to have to be something that you settle with Trisha. Daily Poppins. Yes, it is shocking. Yeah, an account with Remy's phone number. Yeah, an account with Republican Ash's phone number. Don't title it science. I hear you. It's just insanity out there right now, guys. M says I need extra cash for Christmas. Maybe I should go find a pole. Yeah, I hear you, M's. I would bend the pole though. The pole would probably bend in half because my ass has gotten so big lately. Well, I wish her well on her live stream about heroin, Remy D. I don't have a problem with Science Girl. She's obviously the one that's got the problem with me. I never have had a problem with her. But it is what it is. John, he'd pay to see that. Oh, no, you wouldn't. Oh, just to see the pole bend? Wouldn't that suck to be a stripper and get on the pole and it bend? That would be so embarrassing. I mean, but fat girls need loving too. But yeah, man, I was listening to Mandy Bell shit, Kiki on another one of her psycho fucking rants. It's like, how many times is she going to do this? And then wish Mandy Bell dead. I was like, oh my God. I literally don't hate anybody so much that I would wish them dead. No one on this earth. Ben, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I'm not going to let you tell me what I can and cannot mention. I'm not said your last name, and I'm not going to let you sit here and tell me what I can and cannot talk about. I'm talking about insanity on YouTube, and you just so happen to be a part of that insanity. So I'm sorry for that. I know. Remember when MGL said Mandy should burn up in the Waco fire? I was like, Ben, I heard you. I heard what you said. I see what you're writing. Ben, I'm not sitting here trashing you. I'm telling you that you need to take ownership of the shit you have said and done. You know, you can't just, and don't get me wrong, I've seen Brian go at you. I've seen him go and go and go and go at you. But you know, you've done some pretty nasty shit too, Ben. So, and I was basically talking to Remy when she said something about supporting Ben and his behavior, but talking about Brian. No, I don't support anybody's behavior when they act like that. No one's. I don't support Brian calling your parents. Ben, he said and swore he was going to call them all day today. I'm sorry you feel that way, Ben. And I know you have apologized to some. I know you have. I give you credit for that. I definitely give you credit for that. Well, Remy D, you think Ben needs help? I think Brian needs help. Because I don't think it's right to call people's real life. I don't care. If he's not going to kill himself on screen, and Brian's not doing it out of concern for Ben. And you know that, Remy. He's doing it just out of his hate for Ben. What's the matter, Tony C? Huh. Lindsay says we are not fat, we are fluffy. I am not a hypocrite, Ben. So you can say what you want about that. I am not a fucking hypocrite. I'm calling out all behavior, not just yours and not just Brian's. So that's not being a hypocrite, Ben. You go into people's chats and you get all pissy because, oh, if you're going to let them in here, then I'm going to leave. Oh, if you've done it to Laura a dozen times, Ben. Exactly, Hooded Claw. You don't make the rules on YouTube, Ben. I'm sorry. Just like Brian doesn't make the rules on YouTube. So now you can go live, Ben, and sit and drag me if that's what you choose to do. I don't care. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about on my stream. Oh, you're a good one to talk, Ben. You're a good one to talk. Ben, I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't want to be here, then get out. It's that simple. Well, Remy, you might have real concern, but Brian does not. Brian does not have real concern for Ben. Just like when he finally ran Justin off and people heard that Justin was going to harm himself. Do you remember what Brian said? He said, I won. The people over there cheering Brian on for going real life on somebody. I don't care who it is. You don't go real life on them. You don't go real life on Ben. You don't go real life on Mandy. You don't go real life on people. Oh, if I would grow up and ignore him, Ben, oh, I'm sorry. How many live streams have you done on Brian, Ben? Now you're going to sit here and tell me to grow up, Ben? Have you lost your fucking mind? You're going to sit here and tell me to grow up. Okay, Ben, that's rich. That's freaking rich. Thank you, Lab. Just a question. What if they go real life on you? Talking to me, Remy D? I don't think anybody should go real life on anybody. Nobody. Nobody should be calling people's parents. Nobody should be. The truth always had her gloves on. That's why I love her. Well, I mean, the truth is the truth. And the truth is, nobody should be going real life on anybody. Nobody should be saying, I hope you die. Nobody should be saying, I hope you get raped. Nobody should be saying, that's disgusting behavior out of anybody. I mean, that's just disgusting behavior out of anybody. Someone contacted your mother last week, Ems. Are you kidding me? Yeah, when Brian said he hopes the cancer eats me from the pussy up. Uh-huh. And your brother, too. Trisha, why are you saying that nobody called her family? How do you know that? I don't understand. I don't understand none of this. I don't understand none of this. Didn't call. It was on Facebook. You mean like through Messenger? Like calling through Messenger? I don't understand calling people's people. I don't want to hang out with anybody that calls people's people. Okay? Katie's got her thing. She don't hang out with people that hang out with people that she wouldn't hang out with or whatever she says. I don't want to hang out with people that call people's people. So Four Seasons can go live all drunk and Molly can go live all drunk and a pill popper. Everyone is responsible for their own actions on YouTube. Just saying. You are exactly right, Baby Blues. Stop calling people's people. So do you support looking up people's information, Alex? That would depend on why I was looking up their information. Happy, happy, happy. Don't be sad. You know, if I got somebody creepy coming at me, then, maybe I would look them up. Hey, Melody. If I got somebody stalking me around the internet or something, yeah, I would look them up. If I started dating somebody that I met on the internet, hello, Dova, I'd probably look them up. But I wouldn't put it out there in the universe. And I definitely wouldn't contact their family members. I don't understand why any of this is okay. I don't understand any of it. It's not okay to contact people's family members. It's not okay to contact Ben's. It's not okay to contact Brian's. It's not okay to contact M's or me or my son. That's what Brian does, though. He doesn't like your online behavior. He calls your family. He notifies your family. That's what he did to my son because he didn't like my online behavior. And people sitting over there saying, oh, I think you should call his parents. I think you should call his parents. But don't go real life. How much more real life can it get, guys, than calling somebody's private home or private cell number? That's fucking with somebody. And you're not fucking with them because you care about them or you want good for them. Because if you care about them and you want something good for them, then you go behind the scenes and do it. I don't know even what's going. I don't even know what's going on in the chat. Truth Seeker knows. I'm going live soon. I'm going to have a few shots beforehand. I need another drunk live. It's fun sometimes. I don't want to go live drunk. I don't even know what's going on in the chat. I just don't know why anything like this is acceptable. To call people's homes, to notify their family members. The truth, say it 5 times real fast. I don't know what you want me to say 5 times real fast. My son said that one time, only fools lie. He said, Facebook should have a breathalyzer so you can't Facebook drunk. True Seeker No says, I'm kidding. I'm not going on drunk. I'll just be feisty. That's cool. I mean, feisty's okay. But I don't understand, guys, what's happening in YouTube. None of this is acceptable. I agree, Lab. None of it. You don't notify people's family members. And Brian does it all the freaking time. Brian does it all the freaking time. And now Kiki's saying that she wishes Mandy was dead and that she filed a report on her. And now we got the Oni shit where he's allegedly admitted to calling cops, which I never seen an admission from Oni. Maybe I'm missing something on the Oni thing. I don't know. We got Molly accusing NYC of doing this big takedown of her meet and greet. Does nobody come with proof anymore? Can you just spew what you want to spew out there and everybody just runs with it? I mean, seriously. Oh, good. Stewie's back. I don't care who you are. You don't have a right to do this to another human being. You don't. If you don't like somebody's online activity, oh, you're welcome, True Seeker. No, I'm not making excuses. There's no excuse, 21 grams. You can't, there's no excuse to go real life on somebody. None, 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 none. But if you don't like somebody's online activity, freaking don't watch, unplug, uh, you know, don't participate in it, you know. I have never ever called somebody from the internet. I have never reached out to someone's family member from the internet. Wait a minute, what's I don't know. I mean, there's just so much fuckery on YouTube. But it went on Facebook too. I mean, if you think somebody's going to like kill themselves or something, then I can understand, you know, reaching out. But just because you don't like what they're saying on their channel, I don't get it. Karen says one of these days he's going to get a not so pleasant response. Hey, J Mac, Ben apologized to you. I don't know if you went and watched it or not, but he did an apology to you. Yeah, I mean, if this shit is spilling over into your real life, that you feel the need to go after somebody in real life, then you're the one with the problem, not the person talking. Can't we blame Chris Watts for it all? Marty still waiting. Okay, okay. It was just chilly, okay? It wasn't a scientific. I made the comment that I've got this down to a science, and people, please just quit going real life. Quit calling people's families. Quit using people's kids as as arrows. Bye, Daily. But don't tell people they can support somebody that says they're going to call somebody's parents because of their online activity, when this person has done this in the past. He doesn't do it out of genuine concern. He does it because he doesn't like the person. Science chili sounds good. People talk about Brian's son all the time. Remy D, Brian's son is now a public figure. Okay? Go ask Brian how that works. Okay? Because when he was asked repeatedly over the years to quit talking about a particular family, you know what he said? Oh, they're public figures now. They're public figures now. Remy, you actually are one of the ones that seem to excuse everything Brian does. Everything he does, you're one of the ones that seems to excuse it. But then you want to sit and say how vile somebody else is for their words or their actions. No. I'm not excusing anybody. You go real life, that sucks. I mean, that's just all there is to it. I agree. No, I never thought Brian called Ben's house. I never once thought he did. So I totally agree. I never ran with that because, well, I didn't believe it. No, it turns out it was Trisha that called Ben's house, which it wasn't that hard to figure out. Oh, thank you, Daily. Thank you, Daily Poppins. Less interesting than I was hoping for. I'm sorry, honey bunches. You don't always say things in public, but you always say things about other people in public. Oh, okay. I don't care. You know, just stop it, people. Quit. You know, how, let me ask you a question, Remy. Did you see when Brian put Ben's parents and phone number up on his community page? Did you see that? You didn't see that. Well, he did it, and he left it up there for days. And when someone made a comment, you know what he said? Oh, you just doxed Ben. Nobody knew that was Ben. Oh, I didn't. I didn't take your wrench, Stewie. I didn't take anybody's wrench. Carla wanted a link. I dropped a link earlier. Well, I don't forget about community pages. Go look at his. Oh, go look at his community page. Everybody says I pick on Brian. Go look at Brian's community page, Remy D. Hurry, for he yanks it all down. I don't condone anybody's bad behavior. Nobody's. Not Brian's, not Ben's, not my own. I don't even condone my own bad behavior. If I behave badly, I try to come back and say, I shouldn't have done that. I try to come back and say, I shouldn't have done that. And I'm not going to make this about Ben and Brian. Trust me when I say that's the least amount of fuckery going on out there in YouTube. You got Molly Golightly accusing NYC of plotting this big takedown on her meet and greet. Absolutely no proof of it. You got Kiki fucking wishing Mandy Bell dead and using her kid. It's like, come on, people. Stop it. I don't care how you feel about somebody. You don't get you don't get you don't get to behave this way, guys. And people not call you out. You all sit in these game nights where people's names are exactly. Stop sticking up for whoever's side you're on. Y'all sit in these game nights and use people's names in disgusting ways. Keck smelly chair. And is all of that funny? Are you 12 people? I mean, is that funny? I don't I don't see where any of this is funny. I don't see where any of it's funny. And I definitely don't see where using people's kids and going real life is ever funny. Hello, Robin Curtis. I don't see where any of that is ever funny, never funny, never funny. What needs to be said, Carla Marie? What do you want to say? I don't really want to talk about Ben anymore because he's throwing a little hissy fit. No, it's not okay when Laura says disgusting things about people. No, it's not okay. It's not okay when I say disgusting things about people. It's not okay. Okay, Lab, have a good day. I'm not staying on real long. I got to go pick my dog up. None of it's okay. Sorry, JoJo. What's the matter, Carla? But these last few days, I mean, the stuff that's being said and that's going on, it's like, no, figure skating coach. It goes on both sides, trust me. But it's like calling M's a liar in here. Why would anybody call M's a liar in here unless they know for a fact that she's lying? 'Cause I think a lot of us have. Is M's high horse in here? I think I must have him blocked because I don't see him. I think a lot of us have some reevaluating to do as far as our online behavior. But figure skating coach, you've got to admit yourself that people go after Laura all the time. Constantly, every single day, there's a new video about her. There's a new troll account about her. I'm sorry, Robin. Prayers for Robin Curtis and her family, please. Yeah, Remy, do you think it's funny when Laura's name is all up in the titles on their game nights? Not just Laura's name, but disgusting shit like Laura's stinky chair or. Do you think that's okay, Remy? I agree, Puss in Boots. Yes, they do go after her, but do not respond. That's so easy to say, figure skating coach. That's so easy. And she doesn't respond to a lot of it. Trust me. There's a lot of shit that Laura gets sent. But how can you all sit here and say this about Laura, but then you're in Brian's freaking chat. Oh, I'm so sorry, Robin. See, that's real life stuff, man, going on. I'm so sorry. I hope he crosses over with nothing but peace, Robin. I really do. I'm not responsible for what other people do. No one is responsible for what other people do. But you can't sit here and say Laura should ignore it and it'll all go away. Kiki announced on a video last night for the neighborhood to go after Mandy. Why? Because you don't like her? You want people to go after her? But you all said in those chats and you all promote it. I don't want to control others, figure skating coach. I don't. Who's been doing this for months? I don't even know what the hell you're all talking about. Yeah, Long Island girl, I'm not saying just because you're in a chat that you condone what's going on. But there's literally people in some of these chats that are cheering some of this shit on. I mean, they're literally laughing and ooh, so and so's big mad today, and I mean, Well, figure skating coach, I hope that's just a suggestion because you just sit and said, I don't have any control over what somebody does. Now you're telling Laura to be classier about going snapping back at somebody. I mean, Laura's Laura. She does it her way. I don't know. I don't, I just see a lot of shit going on YouTube and it's getting ugly and it doesn't have to be this way. If you don't like somebody, don't watch them. If you don't like their actions and you want to call them out, call them out. Don't call their parents. You need to be monetized. I don't even know how to do that. Carla loves the smell of chicken noodle soup. Like I said, if you don't like somebody, you want to call them out, call them out. Don't call their family. Don't, you know, don't don't encourage somebody to go real life. We can, the change is going to have to start somewhere. And the hypocrisy, you know, I don't care how anybody feels about any situation. I have my opinion on on what I feel. And I'm not a Mandy Bell fan, but she doesn't deserve somebody wishing her dead or using her kid's name in a game or freaking making police reports on her. Nobody deserves that. Feels like Friday the 13th. Nobody deserves that kind of stuff. Nobody deserves having their family contacted over online shit. Even Brian. All the years I've dealt with him, I've never, ever contacted one of his family members, ever. But he sits and says he's going to do it, and nobody has a problem. I did not see one person calling Brian out for saying he was going to contact Justin's family. Well, I did see people calling him out over that, people that had the balls to stand up to him. Ben's family. He's contacted my son. One thing you can say about Ben is, to the best of my knowledge, he's never contacted anybody's family. And then Brian comes back and says, I did it for the good of that person. No, you did it because you're a dick. I'd have so much more respect if Brian would just say, I did it because I'm a dick. The real life stuff has got to stop, guys. And the accusations being thrown at people has got to stop. Like I said, freaking Molly Golightly goes on a live stream and accuses NYC of plotting a big takedown without an ounce of fucking proof, man. Without an ounce of proof. Then Kiki goes on this another one of her tantrums and says she made a call about Mandy Bell. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? I mean, I don't care what you think about Mandy Bell. Birdie Lanes, can you give us a recap of the Kiki stuff? Kiki went on this screaming Mimi. Yes, it was disrespectful, figure skating coach. But there's a lot of disrespectful bullshit that goes on. and we don't call each other's family over it. Just ghost somebody if they're that freaking disrespectful. But supposedly, no, not supposedly, I heard the rant. Kiki went on another one of her rants. Now, she's accused me of plotting a murder. She's accused Laura of sending her an email threatening to slice her child's throat. Those are big accusations. And now she went on this rant saying she hopes Mandy Bell dies and that she made a report on her and not to blame Laura, Oni, or MGL. And then Molly Golightly did a live, and you can see it on NYC's NYC Urbanista's YouTube page, where she's accusing NYC of planning this big takedown of one of her meet and greets. And it's like, what is wrong with people, man? Throwing accusations out there like that. I don't care what you think about Mandy Bell. Do you really think she's a bad parent? Do you really think one of her children or any of her children are in danger? That's like me, it's like threatening to call CPS on Brian. Brian is not a bad parent. His little girls seem happy and healthy. Remy D, a report is a paper report. A call is calling the cops on someone. What the frick does it matter? You're still filing a false report. To be honest with you, a report is almost worse because now you've created a paper trail on somebody. Yeah, and calling the fake neighborhood to go after Mandy Bell. What is wrong with people? Do these people not understand that sometimes kids get taken out of good homes over bullshit reports? No, NYC didn't do that. I don't believe it for 1 minute. But Molly was able to go onto a live stream and share it with the universe and even drug John Crimes into it, for God's sakes. But do people not realize that children have been taken away from their parents based on false reports? John went live and said it didn't happen. Well, of course it didn't happen. But he's throwing these accusations. At least when I call Brian to the fucking carpet, it's on shit that I know for a fact he did. I don't make up lies about the dude. Right. Then there's the dumbasses that call the police and CPS when there are people that really need the help. Do you want that on your conscience? Exactly. But Kiki will get a free pass. Molly will get a free pass. But here we are 9 months later, still talking about Laura and her fucking private chats. But everybody will get a free pass. Everyone knows Kiki is certifiably nuts. And if they say she isn't, it's only because they are on her side. I worked for CPS for 3 years. Take my word. It does fucking happen. Of course it happens. People lose their children over fake CPS reports. And it's got to stop, man. Do you really want to see somebody lose their kids when they're okay parents? Just because you don't like somebody's online activity, you're going to call their parents, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Come on. Going to notify their grown son, you know, and, and then lying about it and saying you're doing it for the good of the community or whatever. Do me a favor. Don't include me in your community because I don't roll that way. Exactly, makeup mobster. I don't care what Mandy says or does. Stop calling the freaking cops on her. It's not cool. Would I ever have a private conversation with Mandy Bell? Absolutely not. Because I know it's going to end up in everybody's lap. No, Trisha shouldn't get a pass for calling Ben's parents. You don't call people's parents, man. You don't call their homes. I never blamed Brian for calling there. I never bought the story. Oh, thank you, Carla. No, I've still been putting it off. I need to make that appointment. As a matter of fact, I need to do that today. Yeah, figure skating coach. Kiki went on one of her things, her rants, and uh then she uploaded this little, like, just a few second video saying, yeah, I called. So don't blame Molly Golightly. Don't blame Oni. Don't blame Laura. I called, made a report on you. And then told the whole fake neighborhood to go after Mandy Bell. I don't know why Trisha didn't just admit she called. Why not just say, hey, Ben, I called your house? I mean, it showed up on the freaking caller ID, for God's sakes. I never did understand that one. Monkey Mar. I feel like punching somebody in the throat today. It's one of those days, isn't it? Kiki makes some of the most outrageous claims on here, and people still don't call her out on it. She's been saying, I'm going to drop it like it's hot for how freaking long now about proof that Laura sent her an email threatening to slice her daughter's throat. And yes, Kiki, you did say that. She accused me of plotting a murder. It's on one of my videos, for God's sakes. It is on one of my videos. And now she's going to call and make a report on Mandy Bell. Why? Because you don't like her? You don't like her? Molly Golightly is going to put it out there that NYC Urbanista is crazy enough to plot some big takedown of a meet and greet. And nobody freaking calls them out on the shit. It's like, stop it. No, I don't think it was to set up BSJ. If it was to set up BSJ, then she didn't go about it very well because it showed up on the caller ID. Yes, the whole video can be found on Mandy Bell's page. Yes. I know, Makeup Mobster. And because you have started calling people out, look what's happening. All of a sudden, you're starting to get treated differently because, well, you're not on a side. The fuck? Didn't everyone blame BSJ? I don't know about everyone. I can tell you I never did. Would I put it past Brian to call Benz? No, not at all. But I don't think he would have it come up T. Phillips on a freaking caller ID. Oh, I'm not turning on anybody. The truth, that never happened with NYC. Fact. You mean it never happened that she plotted something? I totally believe that, Pugs. I don't believe that NYC plotted anything, but I did hear Molly say she did. Now, you're not denying that, are you, Pugs? Because she did say it. And I think you're saying the truth and what a lot of us want to say, keep your rocking. Yeah. I don't have a problem with Makeup Mobster, but I sure do notice a lot of people treating her a lot different now because she won't just roll with the flow. She won't just say, okay, well, I can have a lot more friends if I hate this one or if I hate that one. Who wants friends like that, anyways? And really, are these people your friends? It's freaking YouTube, people. Do you develop some friendships off of here? Yeah, probably. But instead of, what's really going on out there, I mean, I couldn't believe it when I heard Kiki say, well, yeah, I could believe it. I could believe it. I mean, this is the same woman who said in a live stream and said she was on the phone with, I don't know, the CIA, the Secret Service or something because the president had just gotten a threat and she's sitting in a live stream. I was like, really? Well, it's good to know that we got people like you protecting our president. That's good to know that we have people like you protecting our president, Kiki, while you sit in a live stream. And nobody calls her out on her bullshit. She goes on these psycho rants where she has FBI files on me, Laura, now Mandy. She has an FBI file on everybody, by the way, guys. If you've not made it into her files yet, well, and nobody calls her out on it. Nobody. I'm sorry. If I see you doing crazy shit, I'm going to call you out. And by the same token, if you see me doing crazy shit, call me out. Call me out. I fully expect you to call me out if you see me doing crazy shit. Be able to prove it. But if you see me doing crazy shit, by all means, call me out. Put me in my place. By all means, do that. There's just so much that goes on around here, man. Do these YouTube addicts even know there are impeachment hearings going? Yeah, but these I'm so sick of this impeachment shit. Either do it or don't, you know? Yeah, I've never seen NYC bother anybody, but she sure has caught a lot of grief lately. But yeah, like I said, if you see me doing something crazy, insane, call me out. Come with receipts, but call me out. You want to see where Molly accuses NYC of plotting some big takedown? Go watch it on NYC's channel. You want to see where Kiki tells Mandy she should die and that people should start going after her and that she made a report on Mandy? Go watch it on Mandy's channel. It's out there, people. Yeah, it's actually a little less mature than middle school, to be honest with you. You know, you want to get on your channel and you want to call somebody out for something they've done, whatever. But when you're just making up blatant lies on people and threatening to go real life, and not only threatening to go real life, but go in real life. I don't know, Makeup Mobster. You have to go watch it on NYC's channel. I don't know. Something about New Orleans and then something about New York. Just total insanity. Yeah, at least in middle school, we didn't call the cops on each other. We went out in the schoolyard and we knocked the shit out of each other. And we didn't bring guns and all that shit. We took care of our business and we shook hands and probably went and smoked a joint and, you know, shared a Reese cup or something. Trust me, kids are way more mature than YouTube right now. Way more mature. But if everybody starts calling out this behavior, regardless of whose side you're on, if everybody starts calling out this behavior, then it'll stop because people will get tired of being called out about it. Thank you, Melody Renee. M says, I'm not calling anything out anymore. But, you know, what seems to happen on YouTube is the focus goes on one person. And it's just drag that one person or one or two people. Drag one or two people constantly. When there's other people in other corners. Thank you, Red Dragon. There's other people in other corners doing creepy shit too. And they get a pass for it. You know, that's I'm like totally flabbergasted. And they get a pass for it because why? Because you're on that side, or because you don't want them to go after you, or you know, if you see something, say something. What happened to that? You know, nobody really likes my opinion about the Pink and Brian situation and the being there. Nobody likes my opinion about it, but it is my opinion. So, oh, and the neighborhood crap. You know what? If they want to call their little clique a neighborhood, I don't care. I mean, whatever. You want to call your little thing over there a neighborhood? I don't care. But they're not very slick about their little sideways jabs over there. You know, I'm not going to hide behind a fake neighborhood. It's like playing, like I said, it's like playing cyber house. That's no fun. It is childish, but you know what? If that's what they want to do, they're not hurting anybody until you tell everybody in the neighborhood to go after somebody. Lindsay, I agree with your opinion on the Brian Pink being there thing. Yes, I saw the way that went down. And Pink got totally screwed. I don't care what anybody says. And I'm sorry if you don't agree with me. But it was mob mentality that kicked in again. You're right, there should be no sides. It's a freaking, it's YouTube. You know, you should be allowed to go anywhere you want. You should be able to say, yeah, you probably shouldn't be able to say whatever you want, you know, within reason. But if they want to do the fake neighborhood over there, that doesn't bother me. Pink has me blocked, and I agree with you, the truth. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. No double standards. Exactly. Peach cobbler. That's just, you know, if the neighborhood ain't causing no trouble, let them have their little tykes neighborhood over there. Whatever. I don't. Oh, I'm so sorry, Robin. Everybody, say a prayer for Robin Curtis. She just lost her father-in-law. Sandra, the truth being there has been blackmailing a friend that wouldn't agree about something with her. Really? See, that's the kind of thing that needs to be brought out. I'm so sorry, Robin. I'm really so sorry. I know people are, you know, people make jokes about in-laws, and but I know so many people so close to their in-laws. Yes. Robin, I'm so sorry. You know, see, this is real life. A woman just lost her father-in-law just now. Someone just took their last breath. Somewhere in this world, right this second as we speak, somebody is taking their last breath. That's real life, folks. That's real life, guys. Oh, Mandy, I'm sorry. Say a prayer for Mandy Waller. She lost her grandma last night. That's what I'm saying. Go watch Ladies Night. They called her out. She's been doing it to a lot of people. Really? They did. They called her out on Diane's last night. I'm so sorry, Mandy. I'm so sorry, Robin. See, this is real life, people. This is people losing people. You know, this is, like, uh, you know, Molly cracking on Makeup Mobster for her series. Makeup Mobster's series has helped people. What have you done, Molly, on the internet to help people? What have you actually done on the internet? Not behind the scenes, not the life coaching thing. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is real fucking life. Everywhere, somewhere, all over the world right now, someone that someone loves is taking their last freaking breath. Bluebird on my shoulder. My brother had a heart attack and laid him to rest today. Before that, his girlfriend shot herself. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Bluebird. Prayers for you, Bluebird. That's so sad. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. This is real life. When you're calling people's homes and making reports on them, you don't know what they're going through, people. You don't know what people are going through. This is what I'm talking about. You have no idea what's going on behind closed doors. If somebody's on here and they're angry and they're ugly and they're saying angry, ugly things, maybe their life just sucks right now. But I don't think dragging them and picking at them, and you all can say, well, you drag Brian and you pick at Brian. Guys, I go back at Brian. I go back at him. I don't drag him and pick on him. I even defend him when he's right. That this is real life here, man. You don't know what people are really going through. It's just it's just wrong, man. Just stop. Stop going into people's homes. Stop involving elderly parents and husbands and children and just stop. Stop looking up people's divorce papers and their mortgage loans and stop. It's just wrong. You got people in here. Did Kiki really call the police? Do we have proof? Well, Sunspice, she said she made a report on Mandy Bell. Now, if she's lying about that, I'm sorry, that's not something I want to be known for. I just don't want to be known. I don't care. You know, they always say any attention, negative attention is better than no attention. I've never felt that way. I don't want negative attention on me. So if she didn't really file a report, then she damn sure cast suspicion upon herself, is all I can say. If you don't want people suspecting you of being a cop caller, then don't claim to be one. But people sitting there saying, "Well, I got Laura's divorce papers, or I got the Truth's driver's license." Really, you creepy fucks? Why? I don't know, Makeup Mobster, what she supposedly did to her. Kiki was on some crazy rant again. Have a good day, Ems. Yeah, quit going after people, man. You want to say what you want to say about somebody, say it. But don't go into their real fucking lives. I don't care how you feel about Pink. That family, Roger's family, Pink has known that family for 20 years. And you went into it, man. You put yourself in it. That's wrong. Ask yourself, what void in your life does YouTube fill? Some of us are grieving, some are trying to change their life, give up addiction, some are in pain and sick, some are lonely, trying to be kind to each other. Yep. The truth sounds like an abuse of job privileges, getting someone's driver's license or mortgage info. I don't know, man. Did Ben show Brian's criminal record? That is so wild. Why do people need driver's license? This is so weird. Yes, Ben showed Brian's criminal record. Brian has also shown his own criminal record. So if I put my driver's license out there and then somebody gets a hold of it, that's on me. I'm bored why I came here for entertainment, but it's lacking. I know. Sometimes it's funny. I mean, sometimes I laugh at what goes on around here. I don't know the whole truth about what Pink did or didn't do, but I know enough not to trust Brian's version. Oh, please. Pink looked up all my info and wanted to shut me down. Let's not forget that. Well, that's creepy. That's creepy. Pink shouldn't do that. That's creepy. And like I said, if somebody's acting creepy, is, if somebody's following me around the internet or, threatening me or something, okay, I'm probably going to look them up. If I find a new man and uh, I meet him online, which I don't know how I feel about that, but and I'm probably going to check him out. Uh, am I going to go on the internet and say I've got somebody's divorce papers or I've got somebody's driver's license or post somebody's criminal record or no? No. You know, I've told you all before, I've been honest. I've went on somebody's Facebook, and before you know it, I'm 2 hours in. I'm on vacation with them back in 2009 with great Aunt Betty, their last vacation. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I've even found myself being creepy. I just click on somebody, not just a stranger, but I click on somebody, and the next thing you know, I'm looking at their vacation pictures from language, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. The next thing you know, I'm looking at vacation pictures from 2009 with great Aunt Betty. It was her last time to the beach. And I'm like, wow, that's creepy, man. Quit doing this. Sandra says, I look up any boys my daughter is dating. As well, you should. As well, you should. If I had a daughter, oh, trust me, I've looked up my boys when she's not a boy anymore. He's 33 years old, but he'll always be my baby. You think I don't look up his women? You think I don't look up his women? Shit, yeah. Heck yeah, I do. Jamie Lynn, yeah, great Aunt Betty. Yeah, I've done that crazy shit before. I've even had to stop myself and say, okay, wait, you're getting creepy here. You know, you've done all the way to 2008's great Aunt Betty's last trip to the beach. It's time to quit. I do that shit. I don't put it out on a public platform. I don't put Aunt Betty's last trip to the beach. I don't make pictures of it and put it in a video, and I don't do that. But yeah, I've done that crazy shit before. I think anybody that sits here and says they've never ever, hey, Michelle, they've never ever looked into somebody's Facebook, they didn't know, they didn't, okay, maybe they knew of them, but how I did it the other day, my girlfriend called me and said somebody that we knew from years ago, a mutual friend of ours, had passed away. Well, the next thing you know, I'm on their Facebook page, and then I'm clicking on their friends, and then I'm clicking on their friends. I'm like, damn, man. Right. Happy, happy, happy. Exactly. Crazy nurse granny. Confession time. I have Googled the poo out of Molly Go Lightly and never exposed anything not already exposed. This community is really starting to scare me. Leave people's private lives alone. I agree. That's what I'm saying. But you got people on here saying, yeah, I called the cops on you. Yeah, I called I made a police report on you. Yeah, I'm going to call your parents. Yeah, I'm going to notify your son. What is wrong with people? Stop. That's not cool. And if people don't call it out, then shame on you. Instead, I see people in the chat saying, yeah, I think you ought to do that. Yeah, I think, and I'm like, really? Just because you don't like the person they're talking about, you think police deserve to be called, or child protective services need to be called, or somebody's mother needs to be called? I mean, come on, man. We just seen 3 people come in here that's going through real life stuff. People dying, burying their brother. It is the intent that matters. I want to see Makeup Mobster's letter from Melissa's dad. Okay, I know nothing about that. It's the intention behind. We had phone books with names and addresses on everyone's coffee table for years. If you wanted to see an old friend or the guy who fixed lawnmowers, you looked it up. That's true. Gotta go, Tracy. Don't forget about your fur baby. Yeah, I know. I have no idea who the hell Melissa is. Desiree says, I'm great Aunt Betty. Quit stalking me. Is Melissa the chick with the Carter boys or whatever? Is that who that is? I don't want to misspeak. Oh, okay. Ooh. Puss in Boots. Anybody that goes real life on me, they will have charges on their ass so fast they won't know what. Uh, why though? Why? Why? I mean, I understand why you would press charges, but her dad wrote to you after you commented on his video. Wow. Hey, Jennifer G78. I just okay. We got to get to the point as a community that we do not accept going real life on anybody for anything. No calling people's parents. No Google mapping their homes. No putting up people's Patreon freaking names. No using people's children as an arrow to attack. It's got to stop. And the only way it's going to stop is if people stand up. I don't care what side you're on. If people stand up and say, that's fucked up. Yes, exactly, Val. Doesn't matter what side you're on. Robin Curtis. Well, I'm going to go have a good cry. Talk to y'all later. Thank you for the prayers. It's very much appreciated. Robin, I sure hope your heart mends soon. I really do. I know it's tough, man. I've lost my mom. I've lost my dad. I lost my brother. It just, it doesn't really get easier with time. It just gets livable. Yeah, and we can like different creators and still be polite to everyone and still be okay with people. But if you see shit going on, if you see criminal shit going on, I don't care what side you're on. You got to speak about it. You got to say, no, that's unacceptable. If somebody comes to the internet and spreads a, a lie or something that can be harmful to someone's reputation or their family, then you got to speak up, man. You got to say, I like you, but you're wrong right now. Sunspice, please read my last comments. Okay. So Trisha, not Trish, why did you lie about calling Ben's father that day? I remember Diane and Wendy had a live and you were outraged. You're welcome here anytime if you need somewhere to vent. Of course. Bye, Sandra. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here soon. I gotta go pick up my puppy. Um, guys, come on, man. You know, we don't have to like each other. We don't have to. I'm not even. I hate when she says the scissor word. And what's all of this about eating cooch all of a sudden? Now it seems like every other word is, oh, you want to eat her cooch. Gross. gross. Why do grown women say that about other grown women? But we got to get to right. But we got to get to the point, guys. It doesn't matter who you like or who you support. If you see them doing something shitty, then you got to call them out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's Ben. It doesn't matter if it's Brian. It doesn't matter if it's me. But you can't just keep focusing on Laura because you don't like Laura. So let's pick every little thing she does. You know who Laura is. You know, hey, Dana, you know who she is. You know how she talks. You know, what you see is what you get. Kind of like with me. What you see is what you get with me. But this purple people, oh, she's one of the purple people. Oh, or she's defending Laura. Just because somebody doesn't jump on the Laura hate bandwagon doesn't mean they're defending her. They mean they've got a brain and they can not jump on that bandwagon. My God. It just seems like, so much time is spent on, it's like, let's target one person and let's just keep targeting them until they freaking snap. Let's just keep going at them and at them and at them until they finally freaking snap. Yeah, Carla, it doesn't matter what chat you're in or what you're talking about. Any chat you go to around here, it doesn't matter if you're talking about the freaking weather. Hell, I tried to come on and talk about chili the other night, and I was in a assload of trouble over that. Yeah, volunteer at a mission for Thanksgiving. That's a good idea. Ask 274 is Laura. Yeah, and she's made it very clear that she will continue to be. But here's what you do. You quit acknowledging it. You quit going with the flow. Yeah, we need to think first, Karen Welch. You're right. I've never been one that just goes with the flow. I've never been one that just does something because everybody else is doing it. Remember the old saying your mom used to say, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you follow them? No. Nope. Sure wouldn't. So like I said, guys, we got to start. If it's going to change, it's going to change because of us. If it's going to change, it's going to be because we changed it. This is our YouTube, our community. I appreciate each and every one of you that come in here, listen to me, shoot the shit with me, support my channel. I appreciate every bit of it. I'm sure all creators do. But it's getting to the point that it's just no fun, man. If you're just going to keep going after the same person, it's like people get a hard on for one single person and then it just goes on forever. Get your heart on, say what you got to say, and move on. Well, drama does sell. And a little bit of drama here and there. There's nothing wrong with that. Mac and cheese. I see that you're in here. I hope the birthday party went okay. I know you all were under missile launches or whatever. But a little drama is okay. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of drama. But come on, guys. You know, say what you got to say about somebody and then let it go. Thank you, Bonnie. Exactly. Sun Spice. Just because drama sells does not mean you go real life. Please, everyone, we need to stop that. And we also, and I say we because I consider us a community, even though there's people in it I don't care for. But not only do we have to stop going real life, but we have to stop making up false accusations about people. Don't put it out there that somebody's plotting a freaking murder or a takedown or, you know, some kind of insane conspiracy theory. It's stop. Oh, it's a bar mitzvah. Well, I hope it's safe. So, like I said, guys, I appreciate you all coming in here. I really do. You see something, say something. Let's quit targeting. Yeah, quit jumping from live to live, twisting things. I've done that a couple of times. I didn't twist them on purpose. I repeated them wrong, and I've had to go in and clean up my mess. So, but come on, guys. Quit holding games that have people's children's names in it, that talks about women's crotches. Grow up. You want to have game night, have fun. Do your game night and have fun. But come on. Yes, I have, Makeup Mobster. I have actually gone into a live stream, then went into another live stream and repeated it wrong. And I've had to say, I was wrong on that. I've had to retract that. So, like I said, I appreciate y'all coming in here. I'm going to have to go get my puppy picked up. So, hope everybody has a good day. And let's try not to, no, there is no let's not try. Let's not go real life, guys. Okay? Let's not do any more real life shit. Thank you, Makeup Mobster, on the pup. Don't do real life. Ben's doing a live about me. I don't care. I don't care. Good luck to you, Ben. But yeah, let's do it. If you see somebody talking about going real life, tell them, man, that's fucked up. I'm not going to support you during this stream while you're doing this. But I'll talk to you all soon. I'll see you around the tube. Bye, guys. Have a great day.